Hello everyone. In today's class, we are trying to discuss on the fiscal year variant. So, in the finance terms, in the normal terms, we call the fiscal year as a financial year or accounting year. But in SAP, we call it as a fiscal year. So, in today's class, I'll be explaining you what is a shortened fiscal year, how you need to configure it, and what are the uses of the shortened fiscal year. Now, for example, if you have a fiscal year you have calendar year and non-calendar year, which is so before discussing the what is a shortened fiscal year variant. So what is a fiscal year? Fiscal year is nothing but in normal terminology, it is an accounting year or a financial year where the business follows their financials to be reported for. Now, so this fiscal year variant is divided into two stages. One is calendar year and another one is a non-calendar year. So when it comes to the calendar year, what you will do is you will just do this tick mark. Once you tick this out, the system will won't allow you to give any inputs for the periods. So that is one control. The system will only understand the calendar year, but the system will won't understand what is your non-calendar year. So if you uncheck this checkbox, then the system will understand that you are following a non-calendar year. So what is a non-calendar year? A year which is other than a calendar year. So calendar year starts from Jan and ends with December, but a calendar year may starts from April, May, June, July, any of the in middle of the calendar year it may start. Correct. For example, we can take our our year starts from uh, April, April to March, which is an Indian calendar year. Now, if you uncheck this box, then the system will understand that you are you are not you are not editing the particular fiscal year every year. Okay. So if I uncheck this checkbox, which is an year dependent, then the system will understand that I will be only maintaining the fiscal year variant one time, and after that, this fiscal year variant will be used in every year. But in a non-calendar year, you have also year dependent. In the sense, if this year dependent checkbox is checked, then the system will pop you up to give a calendar year. It means every year you want to maintain the you want to extend your fiscal year variant every year. Okay, so that is the approach here. So why we use the year dependent? So in the year dependent, you have two options. One is normal year dependent, another one is shortened fiscal year. Okay, so I have divided this year dependent into two parts. One is normal year dependent. It is in the sense, so when your client has a requirement where he want to maintain the periods every year. Okay, which is not a good approach, but if the client asks, we should do the configuration. Correct. But so in this case, what we will be doing is so we will be defining our particular year as so for to which for which periods we can use for calendar year and also a non-calendar year. Okay, so there are two options if the client is following the calendar year and if the client is following the non-calendar year. So for calendar year also, so for example, if we check the both lines which is calendar and year dependent, the system will allow you. The answer is no. Let me show you a real-time example. Okay, what I'm talking is, if I create a new fiscal year variant, which is 5A, and if I give, so this is a calendar year, and if I check this calendar year, then the system won't allow me to give the input at all, right? If I take the year dependent and If you click on enter, what it will say? Choose either year dependent or calendar year. So for me, I can't deliver the client to maintain every year. The calendar year cannot be maintained every year. So to do this functionality where the calendar year need to be delivered every year. So what I'll be doing is I'll be maintaining an year dependent fiscal year, and I'll be maintaining every month till 12 months and period also till 12, so that the system now allows the particular client, enables the client to also maintain the periods for a calendar year. You know, for a non-calendar year, how we will maintain. Now, here comes the shortened fiscal year. So what is a shortened fiscal year? A shortened fiscal year is nothing but a year which has less than 12 months. So let's take this example where your company has started on July. Okay, you are following a calendar year, and your company has incorporated on July. So suppose say you are in 2025. Okay, so they have July, August, September, October, November, December. Correct? These are 6 periods. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 periods. Okay. Now how you will be maintaining this shortened fiscal year in the SAP? I will show you how you will be maintaining that. Now let's take this 5A is only example. So shortened fiscal year. Okay. For how many months? 6 months. So in these 6 months, after the 6 months, you also want a special periods, right? Suppose let's take 4. 4 as your special periods. Now to maintain this, I need to enable the year dependent, and after that I need to tell the system that number of posting periods is 12 and number of special periods would be 4. Press enter. Now save it. After that, select this line item and double click on the shortened fiscal year. Now the system will ask you, so to which fiscal year you want to maintain the shortened fiscal year? It is 2025 in my case. And new entries. So in my case, how many number of posting periods should be there? 6, right? 6 in the sense my operations will start on the first period and it ends in the December. So when I stepping to the 2026 year, it's my fresh year. So my operation starts now. My first period would be January, correct? And the second period would be February. So I'll be using a calendar year, correct? Now enter and save it. So now the system understands for this fiscal year variant, for this fiscal year, you only have 6 periods. Okay. Now let's maintain your periods. So here is 2025, enter. So for 2025, now you are intended to maintain the periods. Go for new entries. So in the new entries, now what would be, so from which month you are starting your periods, that you need to tell the system. Okay. So you are starting from 7th month, 8th month, 9th month, 10th month, 11th month, and 12th month. So you are starting your operations from when? You are starting your operations from July. So July you will be starting from 7th, correct? And the days would be 31st, and your August is 31st, and September is 30, October is 31st, this is 30, and this would be 31st. Now here comes a challenge. So what would be your periods? Because you are starting your operations in this 7th month. So in this 7th month would be your first period, and so on. 4, 5, 6. So you have only 6 periods. Press enter. Now system will understand. So you are starting your operations from 7th month, and the 7th month would be your first period. Now save this out. Okay. So this is got saved. Now let's go to the assignment part and see what this 12th month is showing in the system. For example, okay, I already opened this. Now, so I have a company code XYZI. So for this I have 1A, which is a calendar year. So when I am talking this year as a calendar year, so the period also would be 12. Okay. So if I go to FB50, what the system is showing was this period, this posting period is related to the 12th period. Okay. Now what is 12th period if I want to see? This is a December. Okay. Now what I will do is I will assign my 5A, my shortened fiscal year, which I have created in the system. Now I will be saving it. Now what the system should show is this current 12th month is 6th month for me. So let me again go to /n FB50. Okay, if you see here XYZI, for XYZI I have assigned my 5A variant which is related to the shortened fiscal year. And now if I want to post a document in the 12th month, it will show you that boss, this 6th period is nothing but this is related to the 6th period, which is your December month is not 12, it is 6th period. Okay. Now, that is the concept. And also, let me do one thing. And also you need to maintain, so you want to maintain your text, right? So how the system understands? So you have 5A, right? So 5A periods. So period is 2025. Now, what is the first period? First period is what? Now you go to the period text and you tell the system that your first period would be what? Period 1 text is uh, July, and what would be the text? July. And your second period, what would be the set? August. So August. En, your third period, it should be September. En, fourth period should be October. Fifth period, is November. Sixth period, December. And you also have 4 special periods. For that also you will maintain the text, which is SP1 and special period 1, SP2, special period 2, 4. Press enter. Okay, 13, 14, 15. I will give 16 here. Enter. Now save it. So now what the system will do is system will display you this text. For the period 1, it is period is nothing but your July month. And if it's a period 6, it will display you that period 6 is related to the December. So this is the explanation of the shortened fiscal year. Hope you like this video and you understand something from this video. Thanks for your time. Bye. Happy learning.